Hey, good evening. I almost said good morning. Good evening, guys. How's it going? Happy Thursday. Cathy will be up in just a moment. You guys can see Reese's butt right below me. I had the camera all set up, and then he started moving. So what's going on, everybody? Renee PA, how's it going? Getting all set up here. Thrift Trip and Mimi, how's it going, Mimi? How you feeling? Feeling better? Liz O'Kane, hey, you caught us live. How's it going for you? Yo, you know what? Let's put on. I always forget to put on a little music. There we go. Carrie, hi, how's it going? Renee says Scott was great fun tonight. I thought he did great. You know what? We did. We did too. We caught his live. Looked like he was nervous. But yeah, Scott is a great man, and glad we were there for his first live. Linda, hello from Alabama. Cheryl, hi. Lizette, what's going on this evening? Sorry, you got Reese's back end right there. Anyone going to FlipCon 2023? We're pretty sure we're going. Pretty sure. I think Frizzy's Finds is going too. Mandy, hi. Ashley, hello. Hit the thumbs up. Mimi's Treasures says she'll be there. You won something over at Scott's Live, didn't you? Did you get the whole... What did you get? Did you get the mystery box? You felt terrible for missing his live. Was hanging out with the kiddos. I'm sure he will understand. Did Cathy have a good Mother's Day? I might have to let her answer that. But would you get me a straw for my coffee? If not, that's no big deal. I don't like drinking these things through the little lid. She got us a little Dutch Bros coffee for the live. You will be there, Mimi. Awesome. You did get the mystery box. That's sweet. There's Cathy. Tommy in Seattle was asking if you had a good Mother's Day. I felt I couldn't answer that. I'd probably say it was a lot better than she will. Hello from North Dakota. Hi. All right, Reese, of course, is... We don't have any, bud. You gotta go lay down. You gotta go lay down. Mandy's going to FlipCon. Sweet.
On live chat.
I'm on live chat. Are you?
You gotta take a different and figure it out.
All right, everybody smile. We're gonna take a picture. Yeah, sorry, I know. I'm in it, so I can't look. Oh, your microphone's not even on. I'm sorry. Because like, I can't even hear.
You look cute because you have your hat on backwards.
Oh yeah.
I don't look cute. I don't think I'm posting these. I've been trying to draft my items and they're not drafting.
Reese, I'm gonna get you out of there if you're not gonna be on your bed.
Bye-bye.
Ellis, hello, catching alive from the beginning. Sweet. So glad you could make it. Christina, hi. Not from Germany. Awesome. How's it feel being back? Hello from Pennsylvania. I'm gonna attempt to stay up for this one. You know what? I will not blame you if you don't make it. Miss Q's here. How's it going? Saw you over at Scott's.
he done?
Yeah.
I ran to get the Stitch Bros.
I was gonna go give him like a super chat, and he was gone.
Because he's yelling at everyone
I know.
not to do that.
I didn't want to be the reason that he would never go live again.
Scott, your super chat's coming in the mail.
Your super chat's
Snail
on a
mail
check.
super chat. Gonna keep 100% of it.
The flip side reseller. Hi from Texas. Can't stay too long tonight, but glad I get to hang out for a few minutes. Awesome. Well, we're glad you made it. What is FlipCon? That's just a little flippers convention. And it's put on by Josh and Haley over at Harry Tornado and Caleb over at Phoenix Resell. They did the first year last year, and we were there. Met a bunch of awesome people. Actually met Scott there. We met Q. We met Thrift Trippin', who's here. So I think we even met Frizzy Finds. They were here a little bit. Tons of people. Oop. Bonnie, hello from Gardening Sis. What's going on, Bonnie? Let's see. Cross posting from Austin. Great to be here. I always miss them, and I have to rewatch them later. Well, glad you could make it live.
I hate all another the picture. I'm trying to post it, but I don't like the photo I took.
All right. I'll try to look better this time.
Okay, if I hate this one, which I do, we're not posting it. We're good.
Ben says, how you liking Tears of the Kingdom? How am I liking it?
That's the game.
That's the game I've been playing.
I don't know.
Put your microphone better.
I need to drop my items.
You're blocking your whole face. No, Ben, I'm enjoying it a lot. I loved I loved Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom is is crazy how awesome and much more there is. I'm not very far in it, but y'all are blurry. Oh no. Hopefully we don't get too blurry. I'm gonna finally hit 1,000 active eBay listings tonight or in the morning at the latest. Nice, Q. Finally. How long has it been? How long have you been trying to reach that goal? Hi from Oregon. First time to catch you live. Been enjoying you for a few months now. Oh, Cheryl, thank you so much. Sorry, we haven't put up too many videos in the last month. We were looking at that. We've been house hunting and we haven't done that in a long time. We bought this house 8 years ago, and it's
9
years ago. Yeah, it's true because we had it built. So it's draining. It is draining, and back then we were not self-employed, so I feel like it's even more draining. Because we're like, oh yeah, we can go. We're available, and then we don't get work done, and we're working in the night. Well, Cathy is.
I have to do my listings because I haven't done them today, but I'm up to date other than mine today.
Luckily, you guys are awesome and have still been watching our videos, so thank you so much for that support. Sunny says, first I hit the thumbs up, then I enjoy the show. What's going on, Sunny? Las Vegas. Recently got to meet Sunny in Las Vegas. Sunny got his tickets to FlipCon. Can't wait. Did I hear back if you are going to the List Perfectly in Phoenix? We're not able to make that one, unfortunately. We wanted to, but kids and my mom, who watches the kids, is like going on some big road trip with her sister. So unfortunately, we are not able to go to Phoenix. We really, really wanted to, though. Coco and Chewy, what's going on? I'm looking forward to meeting many amazing fellow resellers, but I'm excited to meet you both. Well, we're excited to meet everybody. I will say, like, Cathy and I, we're both pretty, like, introverted, but, like, at FlipCon, like, yeah, I mean, we were introverted, but you get Cathy a couple blue moons, and she'll talk your ear off all night. And then
or fall asleep on the airport floor.
And then we'll be a zombie walking through the airport. And then, Art of Resell will walk by and give us a What are you doing? You taking one that way?
No, I'm taking one just of you.
Why?
Because I hate the one of me and you.
You want me to take one? Here.
No.
I'll take one this way.
I feel like something's in my tooth, honestly.
Oh. Here, smile.
Is there lettuce in my teeth? Like, look. Are you sure?
I don't see any lettuce. You're a little bit away. Coco Chewy, hope to meet you there. Been doing that for years, and you're gonna hit it tonight? Congrats, Q. Sorry I'm late. Having sound difficulties. Uh-oh. Is that on our end? Cathy's microphone was off a little bit. Monica says, I left ADH Dave's Whatnot to join my awesome YouTube couple.
Thanks.
Is he on Whatnot? We should go ADH Dave. That's Dave, the NC Picker's new handle, right?
Yep.
It's going to take me a little while to get used to that. Sonny, I look forward to meeting you at FlipCon, says Kelly. Kelly, you didn't go last year, did you? We haven't met you yet. Mm-hmm. House hunting, isn't it a terrible time to buy now? Yeah.
Isn't it always? It is, though.
It's
we
a terrible
keep
time.
Waiting, though, because you just never
Right.
know. Like, we're finally like, okay, we did our taxes. We had 2 good years in a row. Who knows what's going to happen next year?
Right.
So it's like, if
for us,
bad happens,
it's a
at
terrible
least we get
time
the
to
house.
stay in a house that is small and to also work out of it. Like we have outgrown this house.
Yeah.
It's tough. And so, yeah, I mean, it might be a terrible time. We might end up not getting as great of a deal as we can, but the next house that we're buying, we don't really intend on selling. So, you know, the way we're looking at it is if we can, you know, basically afford it and continue to afford it, but it also makes us more money because we're able to work more and do that. And then we're also going to be renting this house out, which is going to, you know, help us there too. Eventually it'll be worth it. Right. And yeah, rates are a little bit high, but the way we're looking at that is if they go down, we'll refinance and maybe, you know, get a lower payment or whatever. If they don't go down, then we bought at the right time. I don't know how smart that is, but
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter because we need a house. Yeah. For it being a horrible time to buy, I will say this. Houses are flying
Yeah. At least the ones in our price range.
off
the ones that we're
the market.
looking
Like
at.
they are like, we scheduled to go look at a house, and before we could look at it, they were like, we
And it just came on that
sold.
day.
Yep, sold. And we're like thinking, okay, well, we don't have a contingency. We're gonna be a good buyer, you know. It's still kind of tough. Q says, I used to keep a much smaller store, had around 300 on January 1st, which is, in all seriousness, was when I decided to get it bigger. So technically, it's taken just shy of 6 months. Well, that's awesome. Christy, hello, what's going on? Y'all were so fun at FlipCon. Thanks for saying that we're fun. You were fun, Mimi. I mean, like, you are a very entertaining person. You made it very enjoyable.
Easy to be fun around.
Mm-hmm. It's easy to make us look like fun when Mimi's around.
What are you growling about?
He wants a TREAT, which we don't have any. Your first reseller trip. Well, awesome. Now we gotta go.
What?
To FlipCon.
So somebody's saying you going on the 2024
The
reseller cruise? That sounds fun. I don't even know.
Is that's the one that Cincinnati and them put on, right?
I don't think so. Is it? That's this year.
Oh, in 2024? Is there? I need more information. What's
Yeah.
this reseller cruise? FlipCon was a great time. You meet a lot of people and learn a lot. Hope you find the perfect house. Yeah, I hope so too. The Florida market is insane too. There are lists of buyers waiting for houses. Hi. Wondering if you guys ship shoes in regular poly mailers. I have done padded flat rates, but not sure about regular poly mailers. We have on rare occasion. If we can
Rare occasion. I
well,
shipped like 5 pairs today.
well, it depends on the shoe, right? Like if it's under a pound, yeah, right?
Yeah.
So
Otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise-
rarely need to.
on rare, see, she used rare also. You rarely need to. So on
But
rare
I
occasion,
use
we
it-
do.
Like, I mean, in general, yes, I ship out lots of shoes in poly mailers though,
Yeah,
because
We
a
don't
lot
have-
of shoes I sell are under a pound.
we do also bag in the clear cellophane, so they're kind of like double bagged, which is actually pretty substantial protection. Yeah. Tommy says, "Don't get one in an HOA, otherwise you'll find the perfect one for you." Yeah, we with the
That's
bus.
like our one thing that we can't do. Get an HOA.
With the bus, and maybe that's why like the market that we're looking in is really
Yeah.
like it is very desirable, at least in our part of the woods, for like no HOA. Like the neighborhood we live in right now is HOA free, so like houses are on the market for like a day. We went to an open house.
Oh,
in our
thinking
neighborhood.
about the house we went to today in our neighborhood. That smelled. The
Oh,
whole house reeked of like cat pee.
yeah.
But Chris walks in and he's
I
like,
didn't smell it.
we were told that it smelled like this, so like we were kind of prepared, but he didn't smell it, and it was like the worst ever. Like, I mean, I've smelled lots of cat pee, but like this,
Yeah.
the whole house, like I don't even know if you could get it out. I don't think you could.
Yeah.
Plus the house was just all tore up, so it wasn't gonna work regardless. But I'm like, how do you not smell that? When this
I got a
morning he
broken
walked out of
sniffer.
our bedroom and it was like, what is that smell in our own house? And I'm like, there's no smell.
My sniffer's broken.
There's
It really
literally
is.
no smell.
So like there's some smells that I'm like I feel like I'm super sensitive to, and then there's some that I can't even smell. So I don't know what's going on.
I'm just drafting. I'm not like ignoring
Cathy's
it.
gonna be getting some listings going, so she's drafting them up. Because we looked at what, like five or six houses today.
Just, once you're like looking at houses, you can't like get out of that.
Yeah.
And then
And like four
like,
have
get
gone on the
into work
market.
mode.
Actually, I put a post out on Facebook in our neighborhood saying, "Hey, anybody looking to sell soon?"
'cause there's only none for sale. Well,
And
there's one
yes,
for, like, a
somebody is
million
like,
bucks.
"We're gonna be looking really like ASAP." And she sent that earlier, and I didn't see it, but it's a pretty decent in our neighborhood, which I like. But yeah, because nobody here can tell me not to have a bus. It's so funny, like trying to talk to the realtor. Our realtor's like an older gentleman, and you know, like we're trying to explain what we do for a living. And it's like it just doesn't click. Like and then we're like, yeah, and we have a bus too. He's like, okay. Congrats. Oh, I missed that. I hit 1,000 listings today too. Nice, Christy. Christy and Q. Scott says, y'all have no idea how hard it is to do a live. Smash the thumbs up button. It's not that hard, Scott. I don't know what you like. What?
Yeah, right.
This is so easy, Scott.
So easy that every week some new problem arises.
Hey, nothing bad has gone wrong
Today. Yeah.
in the last 5 minutes.
Reese's camera's gonna die because I forgot to charge
He's
it.
not even on his camera, so he's out of the show. Reese, you're off the
Right
lineup.
behind you, just growling at you.
I know. You did do good, Scott. You got off before I could throw you a super chat. You also said you would never go live again.
Your super chat.
So we were joking. It's in the mail. It's coming in the mail. Kelly says you did a wonderful job. So you gonna be on next week? You gonna be back next week, Scott? The only downside was the Nightbot thing. Times out Carolina every time. Before the Rolo giveaway. I didn't even know it could. Yeah, I feel like anytime somebody was like doing like 3 or 4 emojis, it was not liking that. I had that issue before where the bot was just banning people for no reason. Great job. Thank you. So did anyone clarify the cruise 2020? I don't know. Did any? We did. I didn't see anything. What is this 2024 cruise?
Actually, sounds fun if it's a real thing, because like I like going to the reseller events, but then we don't have time or extra. Like, I don't want to just spend all of our money going to the reseller and then never having real vacation.
The term online commerce entrepreneur will work. Oh, and we have a school bus. No, I say like we have a bus, and then the first question is like.
What do you think they think that means?
I don't know.
Do you think they think it means like that little bus that we saw in one of the houses?
Right, because even that one guy that helped us out today was like a little bus, probably. And I'm like, no, like a 40-foot long school bus. Which, guys, we're gonna be working on it soon. Q says it started timing a lot of people out. The settings can be adjusted to not block for emojis and capitals. You know what? I thought so too, but apparently mine blocks some people too, and I have all that stuff turned off. These bots, they're not smart. Speaking of listing, do you ever post on Poshmark while at the same time your Posh VA is auto sharing? Could this be a conflict? And cause you to go to Posh jail?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I do it. And I don't think I've been in Posh jail.
Yeah, we've never been in Posh jail, and we've never really been like careful of like listing when it's not sharing or anything.
Well, you're saying never, but never with Posh or VA anyways.
With Posh or VA. Are you trying to say that we have been in Posh jail?
We have been in Posh.
We've been in share jail.
I mean, I know what it would be like, and it hasn't happened since Posh.
We have been. I should say we have been in Poshmark share jail when we used a bot that I made, kind of thing. But since using Posh VA, we've never been in jail. While Cathy lists whenever. It's pretty much whenever. No, you'll not be on next week? Come on, man. Every week. See, look, people wish they could have made it. I missed Scott's live by like 6 minutes. Was off picking up a curb alert that came up. You have to jump on them immediately. If I don't, Philly Flipper comes and gets it. Yeah, I get people that say, well, you don't have a job. Oh, when they say you don't have a job, it really hurts. Well, I mean, he's like, well, you guys must be doing something right.
Right.
Or like he's showing us houses and all that.
I don't think anyone understands. Yeah, they're always like, you do pretty good with that. Like, I don't know what they mean by pretty good. Like, what exactly do you mean?
Pretty good. You do all right.
I guess so.
We do okay.
All right, I have at least like 15.
Could you just live in the bus? Those YouTube channels are popular. Scott, I could. I think Cathy could if she had her own bus. We'll just get like we'll get 2 big buses and then like 2 little baby buses for the boys. You need Dalton's merch. I sell used shoes online. Oh, his shirt? Can't you compare it to having an RV? Yeah, I mean, eventually I do. And I probably should just say we have an RV, but I feel like because it's not painted yet, it's like a big yellow RV. Like we don't want to move into a neighborhood and then everybody hates us because we have a school bus kind of thing. Yeah. For instance, we were looking at some like model homes in some neighborhoods here, in like newer neighborhoods that have HOAs and stuff. And we went to this one model, and right across from the model, there's a man that lives there, or family that lives there, that has a food truck, and it's like this big, like it's probably about as big as the bus, but it's like all this crazy art on it and stuff. And it looks like he just parks it on the street. You know, he lives on a corner lot and he parks his food truck there, runs his power out there. And this is in like right across from the model of the neighborhood. And this is like a master planned community, and it's got all these like events and stuff. And so I'm like, okay, maybe I can actually have a bus. Right. And so we go in, and then the realtor and the model was like, that guy is the bane of our existence. And apparently they're
So
like
that's
always
how
battling
they
it out.
would feel about us.
And I was like, oh, well, I have a school bus. She's like, yeah, you can't bring that here. The Reseller Relaxation Cruise 2024, the end of April, organized by Katie and Vicky. Okay. So they do the Reseller remix, right?
We just met them at Vegas.
They didn't invite us to the cruise.
They didn't want
Did
us
they
to
just
come. I'm just kidding.
Reseller? Is there a website?
Sounds fun.
Where's it going?
Because the end of April is our anniversary next year again. Because that's what happens.
That's just the 16th anniversary. Like, that doesn't count.
I'm just saying we can make an excuse. Although, can kids come and be in kid care?
That's what I'm trying to see. I just Googled it, and like there's all kinds of cruise sponsored video like links. The cruise, an event put on by Vicky and Cathy, from the Boss Group. So we'll probably have to check out their Facebook group. Just a bunch of peeps going on a cruise for fun. So it's mostly just like a get together, not like trying to put on. It's not like a formal event kind of thing. Like they're just all booking the same cruise. Sounds fun. Q says Mimi won the best prize in her opinion. Cha-ching King mystery box will most definitely be awesome.
We listing or what?
Are you ready for me to?
Yes, I have.
All right, let's hop on over to
things.
the Cathy cam or her. Whoosh.
Liz in the chat, if she's still there, let me get all these shoes today because she didn't get them yesterday. She was there.
Liz O'Kane?
Yeah.
She let you, huh? You slacking.
I think most of these were green, which I think is the new color, so they probably all just came out after she left there yesterday. Also, she probably wouldn't have got these because they're not like amazing. They're just okay. This is probably the best one is these Vessies.
Ashley says, husband already booked our balcony cabin. Nice. The Vessies. Awesome. Ashley, I want to go, but I can't afford it. They don't have single rooms. Pretty good. We're buying a new house, aren't we? Yeah, we do okay. Did I tell you I have a bus? I do okay.
Your bus is like the least
I know.
expensive thing. Like literally the electronics that we got stolen in Vegas cost more than the bus.
Hey guys, love your videos. Will you be posting more in the next month? Yeah, we're so Emma, if you don't know, we're in the middle of looking for a house, and so that's kind of been consuming all of our time. We're gonna go back out tomorrow, but I think only for one, maybe two, I don't know. But yeah, the market is kind of crazy right now, and we're trying to lock one down. But it's also like things like there have been houses on the market every single day pretty much.
Yeah.
And then I got that Facebook message, and that one, depending on how much they say they're gonna want and depending on the condition, that could be a good opportunity too, because it's in our neighborhood. It's bigger than what we're looking for. It's a 5-bed 4-bath, which is huge. And it's on a, how big is this lot? This lot is big. Where? Why can't I see that information? Oh, it's on 0.6 acres. So about double the size of our lot right now. So there's always like, it's like every 5 minutes there's more opportunity, which is stressful actually, because we're like, okay, what if we get the wrong house? What if something better comes out? I'd be like, oh Lord, who's moving in the neighborhood? They brought their own bus. Gypsies. I have actually seen some RV kind of conversions that they make look like a gypsy wagon kind of thing. They actually look pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if they're actual gypsies, but just a Facebook page. I'm not going, just know about it, says Liz. Yeah, I don't know if we'd be able to do that. How much is a cruise?
Really not that much. Well, then you have to travel to the place.
Yeah. Where is it going out of San Diego or Miami? Probably Miami, right? No, they're in Vegas. It's probably going out San Diego. If they're putting it on. Just a bunch of us resellers getting together and having fun. Liz says, I've recognized one pair. So she did leave them.
Which one?
Ashley says, my husband and I are in Denver and are currently listing. Nice. That's a new shirt. Yeah, we're doing okay.
What are you talking about?
Merch. Like a merch. Yeah, we do all right.
Oh.
You guys make money doing that? Yeah, we doing okay. Read my shirt. Read my merch. You know you've made it when you have merch. It does leave out of Cali, yeah. All right, I want to try to find the Facebook page. I don't know if I'm part of the group. Are you? I'm on your Facebook. No.
I keep capitalizing things and spelling them wrong.
Ooh, people are watching.
I know.
Tommy says, I think, and don't quote me, it was $600 to $700 per person for a room. Ashley, is that right? They got a balcony. That's probably in a little
Really not
upcharge.
bad, like, because cruises, like, the food is all free and stuff.
Yeah.
You just have to pay for your drinks.
So the last cruise we went on was like crazy expensive. We went with like the family, my brother and mom, but it was like, it was like the second largest cruise ship in the world, I think at the time. I don't even remember what it was called. But it was big. No pressure, Cathy.
I feel
All the
pressure.
typos. You have 98 people watching, just judging you.
I know.
And
they
your
think I'm
skills.
stupid now.
Your typing skills. You could probably do voice to text.
No, thanks. That never works out well. My voice is just not good.
Are you part of that group? The Boss Reseller group?
Facebook or?
Yeah.
I don't think
Would it be a page? Where's Reese? Oh, he's on his bed. Oh, his camera died.
so. Oh my God. He literally was
So,
like, "Can you take this down and charge?" I was like, "Yeah."
I walked down
Where did I
like
put
2
it?
hours later and it was just sitting on the bed. I'm like, thanks.
I think I had to go potty, and that was my only thought.
Yeah, Liz, you're not a mod. Let me make you a mod and then you should be able to share links. Here you go. If you have the link, share it if you want. There's a specific one for just the cruise. No, I think the group or both if you want to. Awesome.
Taupe. Isn't taupe like more of like a purpley color?
Taupe?
To me, these are like a brown. What is that? A brown? Is taupe a brown?
Taupe is like a brown. Is it AUP or OU?
AUP.
PE. Let's see. I'm looking at all the colors with taupe in the name, and it goes from like a sandy tan to like a almost like a plum purple to brown, gray.
Whatever you want. to
So
call it.
yeah, basically everything is taupe. So taupe is actually the French noun, which means mole. So whatever color a mole is, which I always thought was like brown gray.
Okay.
To your reels? No. That's about right. Just need to deposit it and have till February 2024 to have your total amount paid. So the $600 to $700 a room. Chris, do you have any inventory yet? You should be listing tonight too.
I told him that.
I do have a lot. We'll get there. We'll get there. Listening to, mostly just listening to you guys tonight, so I can't see any mistakes. See, if you don't say it, then it's not a mistake. Nobody would even know. How many hours does it take Cathy to list 20 items?
Usually less than 2, but since y'all are watching, it might be a little bit longer.
2 hours, 10 minutes.
Less than. I mean, that doesn't. If you like include photographing, like bagging, more like 3 hours.
Yeah. She's quick. She's quick. All right, let me put that up. Click on that. Why can't I copy this link for myself? Check it out later. I'm afraid it's gonna mess up the live. Cathy, do you batch to save time? Do you batch list? Sorry.
List.
I mean, that's kind of what she's doing, right? Like,
I get bored easy, so like in my head I like to do 5 and then start the next 5.
I mean, that's a batch. It's a small batch.
But I mean, I batched the 20 photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, I would.
it's not that many. Like I should batch all of the 100 for the week or something. But I just usually don't have enough. Like these listings that I'm listing today, I bought today. Like I'm pretty much out of inventory and I haven't had time to source because we're looking at houses. So it's been real fun.
It's not that cat house this morning was. So the only reason we even looked at it was because it was in our neighborhood, and it was massive. Like how many? It was like
It was almost 5,000.
5,000 square feet. So a 5,000 square foot house in our neighborhood on a large lot where we could have the bus. It was a 3-car garage. It was it had a we didn't even go down. We didn't even walk through the whole house. We kind of left. I want your microphone to your face.
No.
Christy, hi. How's the school bus coming along since you're not listing? I'm sure you're getting it done.
After we get the house, hopefully we should be on track for everything else.
Yeah. Unless there's like something we need to do on the house.
Which is something.
Some of the houses we were looking at, we might need to paint and stuff a little bit before.
But I get
some of them are completely walking,
the
move-in ready. Yeah. Chrissy's asking, do you feel it's going overboard when cleaning shoes to scrub every bit, including the insoles?
I barely scrub anything at all, so yes.
So
I personally think
for us, Christy, if we had to do that much work to the shoe, we would probably have to sell it and be expect to be making what? Like, would you do that for a $50 profit? Maybe.
To me, I'd rather list 2 or 3 lower and easier, no cleaning. I don't like to clean.
So if there's something that's like high value there and it needs cleaning, what we would opt to do is just sell it for a lower price so that whoever wants it can clean it and get a better deal. And then we don't have to clean it. So I wouldn't say it's overboard if you want to do that. But we would just rather keep it moving.
Yeah.
Now ask her how long it takes for clothing. How long does it take you to list 20 clothing items?
I don't know. Longer for sure.
Yeah. Cathy will never
It's
like
all
using
relative.
the mic.
I mean, it's like what clothing, is it sweaters? Is it pants? Pants are more measurements.
Yeah.
But pants are usually easier to like fold and lint roll. So kids' clothes, I rarely measure. Like there's so many different factors.
A basement would be perfect for you guys. Yeah. One of the houses we looked at had a walkout basement, which was nice, and it was fully finished. Huh?
Most of the houses had a walkout, didn't they?
I guess most, yeah. If you consider 3 of the 5, but the problem with the other 2 that had the walkout basements was the bus would not.
Yeah.
Because walkout basements, the land is more sloped, and so getting a bus to go down by the side of your house, it wouldn't work. But one of them, it kind of backs up to a road, and there's like a gate in the fence. So even though it's a walkout basement, there's rear entry for the bus. So it's all flat. Ozone machine will help remove residual smells in a house. My brother was a realtor and used it a lot in a lot of places. Kills all the bugs too. No pets or people can be inside when it's running. I wonder if that's what was
in the other house.
In that one house. We walked in one and there was like, they had a bunch of fans, like it got leaked. The basement had leaked.
I was like, I know there's something wrong with this house because it's been on for like 120 days. But we figured out as soon as we walked in and smelled it. So.
Teresa's asking, will you keep the storage unit when you move? So this is probably going to be very based on the house that we choose.
Yeah. So the ones that we today are like, the one that we're going to see tomorrow is the one I think I want the most. So if we can get that one, then we would move the stuff back to that house.
Yeah.
It's big enough. And
it's big enough. And it just would be more convenient and less expensive because, this house is like move-in ready and it's on the upper end of what we're willing to spend.
So then we put that storage unit money toward the house more. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it really just depends. Most likely it will probably move back with us.
Yeah.
Because the second house
I think even some of the other houses, like there's another one that we were interested in today.
Yeah.
That it has a lot of land. It's like a half acre or more, and so there's room to put a big shed or a shop, right? And actually in that neighborhood, like a lot of people have like RV garages or like, you know, big shops. That one, it was like a 40 by 50 off building, but it was like 2 floors. So it's like having a whole other building in the back. And so there's that option too. So maybe not right away. Although with that house, it was large enough where we probably could move everything back. So there, again, it's going to be very specific to the actual house that we end up getting. And I think it's still too early for us to know even which house or if we've even looked at the house that we're going to get. I ask because I see other sellers that I feel is overboard. So just curious on your thoughts. The shoe cleaning. Yeah, I mean, we would much rather list 2 things, like spend that time listing things versus cleaning things. And so Cathy has over the years become very picky. And if something doesn't, if it's...
Yeah, like so all these shoes I bought today, I think I bought 14 pairs. I'm throwing 2 like pairs of Crocs in the laundry machine. Everything else was clean enough to just list as is. And I didn't do anything other than take numbers off the bottom. And by me, I meant Chris took the numbers off the bottom today. Like a nice person.
She twisted my arm until I did it. No, I'm just kidding.
I had to go to the gym.
Okay. I'll do it. Don't hurt me again. I'm kidding.
I'm going to believe you.
No. Anytime she asks, I'm like, of course. Tommy says, Chrissy, I just stand at the sink with a scrub brush, scrub the top and the bottoms in the bin to dry, fast and easy. And only for those that need it. Can I ask how much storage units cost in your area? Well, we can only speak about the one that we have, and we got it. It was like 260, right? 260? 250 a month. It's a 10 by 20. It is climate controlled. It's on the first floor, so we don't have to go up and down elevators. It's in a very convenient location.
Actually be perfect if we get the house because we got the storage on like a 6 month.
Yeah.
So it's about to go up in June, I think.
June 1st, the price has gone up to like $315.
Yeah. So it's almost like $10 a day, which is still fine.
Which I haven't tried to go and like talk to them.
Like, I definitely wouldn't want to bring everything back in this house to save $300.
Yeah, I feel like storage units, like especially these bigger chain ones, I feel like they just have it automatically increase the price month to month because most of the people are like only going to be there a little bit, and it's almost like a way to keep their inventory or their available storage units rolling. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's cheaper than here for something that big. Yeah, I mean it's a great deal, and I remember like when Chris Daily Refinement was talking about how much his was. That floored me.
It was like thousands, wasn't it?
Thousands
like
of dollars.
1,000 at least.
And I think he has electricity and stuff. Like ours doesn't have electricity, right? Yeah. But we got the lights. We put battery. Like. I think it's completely reasonable what we pay, even the $315. I just don't want to see it keep going up, That's true. People spend months or a bunch of time getting all their stuff in there, and they raise the price, and then so they don't want to move it out. That's a good idea, or a good reason why. It's messed up, but it's a good reason. Over 100 people in the chat. Hit the thumbs up. Ooh, I got a message back.
Oh.
From
people in our
the neighborhood.
Did you ask them how much they're trying to list it for?
Yeah. She said, I'm not sure on a price yet. We should have a better idea tomorrow.
Tomorrow we might have offered on someone else's house.
Tomorrow? That's like forever.
It does.
In
It
real
feels
estate
like it.
years.
Like it's so scary because like if you like this one, but you're waiting. Like I already feel like the one I like today. What if I'm not that worried because it's been on a little bit longer? Literally could sell overnight.
Some of the companies in your area increase every 3 to 6 months. Yeah, I mean ours was like 6 months.
Yeah, we knew for sure.
We got it in
be
January.
6 months, which at the time, you know, yeah, we were like, okay, we're only doing this so we can finish the floor, do our taxes, which we did.
Yeah.
We're pretty much just after tax time. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if the Vegas stuff didn't happen, we would have maybe been a couple weeks ahead. But
Vegas stuff. But yeah, and you know, one of the houses we were looking at today, like if we chose that, it would be like we move in and we're ready to go. Boom. Although we haven't officially looked at that one yet. So yeah, the one we're gonna look at tomorrow.
I really think I'm gonna like it, and I'm scared if I'm gonna like it.
Yours has gone up more than double in 2 years. Is it still like market value? Is it, or are you like paying double like your new neighbors? I would.
Can you just like cancel and then go in
I
as
know.
a new person again? Because that's what we were gonna do if we wanted to keep it longer.
Right.
And I mean,
Be like,
maybe you
I'd
have
like
do
to
a
open
different
up a
name.
new storage unit in my name, not her name, or her name, not my name, and then just move it all. Ozone machines are used for crime scenes. They eliminate the worst smells. So this house that we looked at this morning, I don't know, because they had taken all the carpet out already.
And something, it was the weirdest.
And again, I didn't smell it as bad as like my sniffer's broken, but it was also like I could tell like there was something wrong. Like my body was like rejecting something, right? But I couldn't tell what it was. But I think that if you're like, you could barely stand it, right?
I didn't want to keep seeing
We've been in some gross houses, like especially when we were looking at for our first
Our
house.
we're like, we have $100,000 budget. What can we get?
I'm not joking. One time when we were looking at our first house, we walked into this one house and everything was down to the studs and it was painted white. And we walk in and the realtor's like, okay, I have to disclose that this was a meth house. And we're like, why are we here? Just got lucky at my storage facility. Have a fixed rate, $102 for a 10 by 10, but I have 3 of them. That's not bad. Fixed rate. New prices are for the new customers, so yeah, I pay more than everyone around me because I've been there since the facility opened. Great way to thank me for my long-term loyalty. That's kind of... I feel like they should have it both ways. Right? Because if it's like if you're constantly having people move in and out for a low price, it seems like if you rewarded people who are long term, who are good renters, right? Like, for instance, like there's a lot of like damage from people rolling these carts down the hallways and catching like a corner just wrong, and it's like boom, a big dent, or boom, part of the wall is like peeling off because it's all like, you know, sheet metal. And so like we did a lot of moving when we moved in, but since then it's just mostly, you know, a little IKEA bag or a Hulken bag here and there. So, you know, if you're constantly having people move giant carts full of thousands of pounds of stuff, you're going to get a lot more damage. So it seems like, to me, if I were in their shoes, and I'm a much smarter and savvy businessman, It just seems like you should have, like some kind of loyalty program at least, like long-term leases or something.
Or a referral program. That'd be nice if you could refer like other states too to just like the company.
Ashley says I pay $306 a month, but it keeps certain things. But I keep certain things in each one. Oh, because you have 3 of them. Price won't change for me, but new people pay $110 a month for a 10x10. I bet there are some that are more like that. Some of the smaller chains or something. We did get a climate controlled one. Just so we didn't have to worry about heat damage or cold damage. Feels like an ice cream. It's gonna keep me up all night. I can help you bag shoes. Oh no!
What?
A little cookie fell out and got on my shirt.
Not your favorite new shirt.
I know. For me, I'd want to keep someone like me who has a business set up there. It's less likely I would default or leave, but nope. That's why I feel like we're like a really good customer because we're there, every other day. We're in, we're out. We kind of, it's like if we are there, we put carts back. Like, if people left the door propped open, I close the door. We never steal the toilet paper. I actually brought my own toilet paper.
We never close the door that says don't close the bathroom door because it locks.
We never leave fruit or trash by the drinking fountain.
Trash can, but people just leave trash all in the front area.
We kind of treat it like we own it. Try to leave it better than we can or than we came. But yeah. Go ahead, charge me more. Q, I don't want to say exactly the brand of storage we're in, but it's one of the bigger chains. Love my facility. I even have 24-hour access. Comes in handy for when I go out of town for a show or loading up really early in the morning for the flea market. What you listing now? Some Skechers?
You can see it just like everyone else.
How many Skechers have you listed?
Well, so far I just listed 1. But I'm about to list these 2. Plus these 3 more.
At our stores, they recently locked the restrooms. People were stealing and flushing, or TP and flushing things down the toilets.
Yeah, I mean, these ones don't there's no mirrors or anything.
Yeah. It's almost like a prison.
It's like a downtown type of bathroom area.
But it's not, right? It's just weird. It's weird. With a full filled unit, they think you'll stay and pay more and have to move it all. It's a racket, I'm telling you. I think you're right. I mean, they saw us coming a mile away. And then we made the guy come and mop up your soda that you spilled. My personal storage unit is very expensive because it's right next to a wonderful nursery. So every time I go, I have to buy a plant. That would get so expensive for us. I've been testing out my green thumb this year. I got the boys some carnivorous plants for Christmas, which means I basically got myself some carnivorous plants that I let them look at. And they haven't died yet. I'm surprised. So like a Venus flytrap and like some pitcher plants and sundews and stuff. Christy says, I've missed all the house talk. Are you guys nervous to have a mortgage again? Chris, you look adorable in your hat.
Thank you.
Kathy got it for me.
Backwards. I like when...
Does it make my face look smaller?
I just like when you wear your hat backwards.
Nervous to have a mortgage again? You know...
Yeah. The thing that's keeping me like more sane about it is that at least this house should be making some money. It's like we're not really counting that as like what we're paying our mortgage with, but like it's
right.
Nice, like okay, at least there's that.
I mean, it's nervous a little bit, but you know, we are debt free, so it's going to be like our only debt. I think if it was, you know, if we had car payments and stuff and it was adding to that, then I think I would be a lot more stressed about it. But I don't know. I'm not that nervous, right? If worse comes to worse and we need to sell it or we need to, for whatever reason, like it's buying a house is not permanent, right? And I feel like it always feels more permanent than it is. Because yeah, if you're signing like a 30-year mortgage, that's 30 years, right? Now, hopefully we pay it off before that. That's our ultimate goal, right? Like we want to have this property that we're in now and the next property that we buy. These are kind of like, it's our way of investing in our future, right? And so it's our retirement. And so if we could pay it off, I mean, because what, 30 years from now, how old will I be?
I thought we weren't like thinking about paying it off.
I mean, it's not like we're going to pay it off as fast as we can, but.
I think we want to get another house. Maybe.
Well, yeah, we want to get another house.
So, like, not really paying this one off before that.
No, but if we could pay it down to be,
yeah,
you know, if we can turn a profit on renting it out, then yeah, we'll try to buy another house. It helps when we have a paid off house, right? I think I would be very nervous if we just went out and bought 5 houses and hoped that they all, you know, would break even or pay off, you know, pay a little bit with the mortgage or with the rent. I think that's over leveraging and that would make me very nervous. But no, I think, you know, with the way the job market is now and the way like minimum wage, or like we went and had In-N-Out a couple weeks ago and there, I saw on the sign, it was like now hiring starting at $19 an hour. And I'm like, holy cow. And so, you know, if I can get a full-time job at In-N-Out.
You can afford our mortgage.
How much is that? 19 times 40 times 52.
So that's another thing that, you know, like obviously we make a little bit of money from YouTube and things. I've been doing better on my listings this year. So like, it should start snowballing in the next few months. The listing I'm doing now should start snowballing. And then Chris is going to start listing, which he's never done. So that will also be income. Yeah, like we're kind of counting on that to like.
I think you're giving me a little too much credit there.
I mean, that's just more money
Yeah.
that like we weren't. That's not money that we're currently making. Like you're not listing anything right now. So
Yeah.
if you even list like an item a week, that's what, at least probably $20 a week extra. So there's lots of. Now that we're resellers, we realize how many like ways there are to make money. You know, and we were like, oh, if we have a bigger house or even like a shed or something, we could even, if we're out garage selling, like grab a little piece of furniture. Like that's kind of one of the first things I flipped was like a couple little end tables from like 10 into 50. You know, so we had a little more space. We could do things like that too.
And it's not permanent, right? Like we might lose money, but we could always sell the house, right? So made it to my first live, decided to list along with Cathy. Awesome. Hopefully you're getting some listings up. They started locking our bathrooms when the office closes for the day, and that sucks for me since I'm there late in the evenings most nights. Or in the evenings most nights. Do you put the stuff in the boxes and then add the location on your listings, or locations first, then put them in there? We basically put them in the box, find out where it's going to be, and then we put that on our spreadsheet. So if we didn't have the spreadsheet, we would just put it on our list perfectly listing. Q says, I have no desire to buy plants. I can kill a cactus, and I have.
I don't like plants. I mean, I like fake plants. They're cute.
LA Jen, hey guys, forgot about the live. Getting too distracted watching the Lakers game and the hockey game. And then you're watching us? That's multitasking. Hope y'all are doing well. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. How you doing? Are your teams winning? Multitasking games. Teresa says, I have 3 years left on the mortgage of my home. Also, I have rental house that is paid off. Hopefully retirement will be less stressful. Teresa, that is awesome. I mean, that's ultimately like, if we can go into retirement and have, you know, a couple houses paid off, or at least making, you know, like, I think this house it should rent for at least $2,000 a month, you know, and with it being paid off, you know, that's a hunk of change. And if we could do that, you know, a few times by the time we retire, I almost prefer that more than like a 401k. Cathy's mix is picking up your. I got too loud. I'm sorry. Is it bad? I haven't changed anything. Maybe I just got too loud. They're both really good games. Nice. Chloe says, hi, Ginger Marvin. Hi.
Hello. I'm not gonna keep.
I was just looking to make sure it wasn't pointing at me. I have a hard time watching games on TV, especially with commercials. I can only do live events. Yay, sports ball games. Hockey doesn't have a ball. Okay, need to come spend a week with you to learn the right way of listing. I don't know. That's, I mean,
I'm sure other people do it way different. This is just what I've always done.
That's the thing. I feel like we tried to make clear, like, we're not really here to show you the right way. Because I think whatever the right way for you is might be the right way, might not be the right way for us, you know, or vice versa. But yeah, we show you the way we do it, and maybe it works for you. Maybe you're like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Either way, I think you can learn something. Yes, so far the Nuggets are winning, but there's 12 seconds left, and the hockey game is in overtime. And you decided to come add Ginger Marvin to the mix? Whoops. Just woke up, so I thought I looked to see if you all were still alive. Hey, the Nuggets just won. I think they're here, right? Is that a Denver team?
Yeah.
The Denver Nuggies. You're willing to spend your time showing people and letting us ask questions. Yeah.
Not that we have great answers.
Is Nuggets Las Vegas? Sounds like it should be Vegas. It's Denver. The gold nuggets, right? Is it like mining?
Yes.
Which Denver's not really known for mining. I don't know. Yeah, the Denver Nuggets. Maybe they're known for their chicken nuggets.
Doubt it.
Linda says, my husband and I started renting a 10 by 10 unit. We plan to add metal shelving and place our 27-gallon containers on them. A through F so far. Nice. Get it, Linda? LOL, chicken nugget. Scott, just you heard me talk about chicken nuggets. The Denver Nuggies. So how many have you listed tonight so far?
My 10th.
This is number 10. So 10, yeah, about 10 an hour.
Yeah.
Is that what you said earlier? I mean, it's been about 15 minutes longer.
If I go to a Starbucks, I'm usually there right about 2 hours, including drafting. And their internet's a little bit slower.
Does anyone else in the chat use simple export rate on pirate ship for international shipping?
I don't. 'Cause I'm lazy.
Anyone in the chat?
I don't want to learn it, but I also don't want to do it. Like
McDonald's should sponsor the Nuggets for real. Hope Reese is okay. He's fine. He's sleeping on his bed. His camera just died because someone said she was going to charge it.
highly distractible these days.
Tommy uses the simple export rate. Joyce does. Liz O'Kane does. See, guys, we don't. That doesn't mean it's the right way. I feel like, yeah. See, Liz says it's easy to use. I've been against learning it, but now I'm willing to increase sales. Getting tired. I'm getting a little bit. I haven't been sleeping good because I've been playing video games. The new Zelda game is out.
Okay, I'm gonna do 5 more after this ends and I go potty. I'll be right back.
Okay, so what do you all... Huh? I can't think of anything. So what do y'all select on the shipping tab in your listings to show that as a shipping option? What's the trick to getting to print a 4x6 thermal labels on Poshmark? What is the trick? I feel like that... if you go to... I guess I should look. Maybe it's account settings. Yeah, so Christy, if you go to Poshmark on your computer, go to your little icon on the top right, and then go down to account settings, like your little profile picture, account settings. And then on the left, you'll see about halfway down the list, shipping label settings. And then go in there and you could change it from the 8.5 by 11 to 4 by 6. And all you gotta do is toggle that 4 by 6 button and you should be good. Oh, see, I didn't know that. You can add the SKU to your shipping label. That's a cool little feature. If you use the SKU on Poshmark for your bin location of where the item is, if you print the label, it'll give you the SKU. Did you know that? This setting right here, if you did the SKU on Poshmark and you check this on, it will print the SKU or like the bin location on your label.
You'd have to put it in there ahead of time.
You'd have to put it in ahead of time.
So like the way I list out, I'd have to go back and do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
But that's neat.
Someday that will be useful for me.
It's an option in your settings. Poshmark's. Oh, PS Pirate Ship integrates with eBay, so it makes it easy. Although eBay's new international shipping program is good, also. Ben says, I'm playing the Zelda game while watching the stream. So, Ben, I don't know how far you are, but I don't want to spoil anything, but I think I've probably been able to play maybe 10 hours total. So.
I mean, does the hours take the same?
It doesn't really matter because, yeah, it's very open world.
Do things. I don't really know anything about video games.
You just do things. Yeah, you just go do things.
I just try to pay attention.
No, it's actually like my friends and I were talking about this yesterday. It's cool because some games like you can get lost and distracted just doing like stuff.
Yeah.
But on this game, it's like if you get distracted doing something other than the main quest, it benefits you. It's like it's not really a waste of time. In video game, relative to video games. If you consider video games a waste of time, of course it's a waste of time. But I de-stress. I de-stress with video games. There's an option, go to your profile. Q does not like the new GSP. I know how to use the simple export rate, but not sure what to select in my listings so the viewer gets charged correctly. Using Pirate Ship, I just select standard, international, basic, as long as it's under 4 pounds for first class. A very good friend of mine told me that thermal printers have chemicals in the paper that are known carcinogens. Have you heard of this? They're banned in Europe. I have not heard of that. That would suck because I feel like every printer, like in every grocery store, like those are all thermal. Like any receipt printer is thermal, right? Thermal. Thermal paper carcinogenic. BPA and BPS in thermal paper. So I guess it's BPA. I had not heard of that. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't find it on my own. Hey, don't. It happens. I'm surprised I found it, honestly. Gasoline has known carcinogens too. Not banned yet.
What do you think LT means here?
LT?
I don't know this.
Trail low traction. What do you guys think LT means? Light? Are they like, do they weigh less?
They're not that light. They're over a pound.
Exploring the
you
underground.
See all this dirt? I would just send it like that.
Yeah. Exploring the underground. That place, I've been putting it off because I'm scared down there. Playing 10 hours Nerdflex. It's been out for like, how long has it been?
A week? Not even.
It came out last Friday?
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's been less than a week. Okay, but like 4 of those hours was like last night when I went to my friend's house and we all played Switch. We're all just sitting on the couch playing the game. Tread? L Tread? Pretty much everything's gonna give us cancer. We're all gonna die sometime. Cha-ching! Just sold a broken toy. All in $25.51. It was a wooden duck pool toy. Sold in less than a month. Really? Like, does it quack? Or does it just like wobble? That's cool. 25 bucks. I've heard of that and gold my thermal receipts in and try to avoid handling them. Thermal printers are banned in Europe. Is that for real? Can't be restaurants. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's they're all over. It's almost like thermal printer has, the thermal paper has got to be better for you than like ink. What was that? But yeah, the thermal paper has got, it can't be as bad as like straight up ink. I feel like ink is probably worse. I don't know. Fold. Oh, fold, not gold. I've heard that of that, and fold my thermal receipts in to try to avoid handling them. Gotcha. The underground is pretty scary, rather difficult. Yeah. I'm a scaredy cat. Hey y'all, up late working. Thought I would stop in and say hi. What's going on, Jen Thrifts? Hi. Karina says, hi, I'm new to your channel. Do you charge shipping or offer free shipping? We do charge the buyer shipping. I think do you still do free shipping on Kitizen?
On Kitizen only.
On Kitizen, yes, we do free shipping, but we also account for that in the list price. So even if we did free shipping on eBay or whatever, we would increase the price to account for the shipping. It waddles, no noises, the Fisher Price one. Q got another sale. eBay woke up, sold a 1993 Junior Olympics pin.
Nice.
That's cool. Get it. What are those clear fake feet you're using for your shoes pictures?
Yeah. They're just
a food. A
they're
foot mannequin.
Mannequins.
A fannekin.
Did you link it in the?
I gotta look. I'll see. It might be linked in the description of this live.
I really like them.
If
They
not,
look
I'll
really
try
nice
to.
on sandals.
I'll find a link to the ones we use because I know it's on our videos. Transparent shoe model. I guess I should click that to make sure. See, it keeps making me want to leave YouTube. Copy. Yeah. So that's the ones we bought. I think there are some different sizes, and we might get. What are they? Are they pretty small?
What?
Not pretty small, but what?
Yeah, so I don't know if there's different sizes. These are probably around a women's 6. So they look okay in most things, but like not men's shoes and stuff really.
It's like I wish we can get like a smaller one and then maybe like a larger one. But I mean, overall, it's even if it's not the exact size, it looks better than nothing. Especially on like these like flimsy sandals.
Yeah.
It really fills it out. Okay, thank you. No problem. You're welcome. Thrifty Mama, hello. Hey guys, just got here. Glad I was able to catch you guys. Veronica from Brownsville, Texas. How's it going, Veronica? Yeah, they make your scrappy shoes fill out nicely. Yeah. Europe replaced thermal paper 100%. They use a different kind of printers. Receipts aren't thermal. They were banned in 2020. That's crazy. I had never heard of such a thing.
Like,
I mean, we're probably going to use ours until they ban it. But
get this shoe for me. So, I don't even know. Like, do you think that's separating? I don't think it's. I think it's just like that. It doesn't really seem like it's separating. So, like.
I don't think that's separating.
Just like that, right?
Yeah.
$15.
Balloons are great for backpacks and bags. Just a FYI. Not scrappy, strappy. Did I say scrappy? Oh, I did say scrappy. That's funny. I didn't even think anything of it. It's funny. Strappy sandals. Yes, fills them out nicely. Speaking of thermal printers, I want one, but not for that price. The price of cancer. We ban nothing here in the US. It's all about money. Yeah. See, here they'll just say like, this is known to cause cancer in the state of California or something, right? And then like buy at your own risk. Hope they don't ban thermals here. I sure do not want to be cutting out and taping all of those labels. That would be a nightmare. Well, I mean, even before we had the thermal, we had, it was like self-sticking, like a half sheet, which wasn't too bad, but it took a lot of time. The printer took forever because it was a laser printer. Which again, I mean, is toner like really that much better than? Does toner?
Look, Liz Perfectly is telling me I cannot use because these were called Amazon Green.
Oh.
And it's like thinking I'm saying Amazon. Probably.
So that's a word alert, and I wonder if I have that active. Does toner cause cancer? Carbon Black, which is the International Agency for Research on Cancer, has classified as a 2B carcinogen, or a dust that is possibly carcinogenic to humans, found in toner ink. So it's like, yeah, what kind of cancer you want? Pick your poison, like literally. Hockey game is in the second overtime. Does hockey go on till it's over, or can you tie in hockey? Does it go until it's over? Does it go until somebody wins, or can you tie? Got our Dymo printer from Marketplace for $80. Works great, no problems. take my chances. Don't want to pay for ink. Yeah, the ink and the time. Do the receipt fold thing too, just in case that's true. So what is this receipt fold thing? What does that mean? Cancer-causing items are fine, but books are banned. We're in a backwards some. Yeah. You can use Amazon Green on eBay. Yeah. Yeah, it's got the word. I wonder. So yeah, List Perfectly does have that word alert, which it should let you, right? It lets you.
I just took it off just in case. I'm not trying to get a Vero.
That might.
I don't think that word was that important to the listing.
Right. Let me see if it's something that I put in there. My account. Where's it at? Settings. Word alert. So it's just whatever List Perfectly. That I did not put that as a custom one. Which, guys, if you did not know, List Perfectly, you can do like that, where it said, hey, caution, this word can get your listing removed or get you in trouble, right? Like Vero is what you can think of on eBay. Like Velcro, for instance. If you should not use Velcro on eBay. So if you accidentally type it, it will give you an alert. Hey, warning, which is something that eBay, I feel like, should do. I feel like eBay has a list of all these things that you're not supposed to do, but they let you do it, and then if you do it, then you get in trouble. It's kind of weird, but List Perfectly has that word alert, which is neat. So you can add those in and just give you a little bit more protection there. So hockey is till someone scores to win. Nice. That's good. I think it's weird when sports like a let you tie. Went to a fight and a hockey game broke out. So you don't touch the ink or whatever it is on the printed side. So it's the ink? I thought it was the paper. Is it? Because there's not ink, it's thermal. It's like a laser, like a burn. I guess the burn is thermal. Paper. Carcinogenic. So BPA, or I don't know how to say that word, bisphenol A, BPA, is an endocrine disrupting chemical used in a wide range of consumer products. So BPA, which, like, I feel like bottles, right? Bottles have BPA. Some bottles, they've had whatever. Exposure. See, Q, this is like our lesson for the night. We're learning about Rolo shipping labels are BPA free. Okay. So is it the label itself? Or is it because the thermal, that's just like burning on, right? Is it a reaction for the burn? I thought it was the printed side. Am I folding for nothing? I don't know. BPA leaches from these products at low concentrations, even when used according to the manufacturer's instructions. So it seems like it's pretty much just so for example, the European Food Safety Authority exposure model estimates one handling event per day for adolescents and adults as typical exposure, and 4.6 handling events per day as high exposure. So if you handle, so this is what an exposure is considered. Each exposure was anticipated to last 10 seconds. It's estimated that an average exposure involves handling by 3 fingertips on one hand. My brain is hurting. High exposure is comprised of handling by 3 fingertips on both hands. 6 fingers in total. So Jen, folding your receipt is considered a high exposure because you have to use two hands to fold it. Not only are you doing it for nothing, you might be causing more harm than good. I don't know. I'm just joking around with it now, but it seems kind of minimal, you know. I have used the word Velcro in the description, but not allowed it to the title. I would be careful. I'm pretty sure Velcro is not allowed anywhere on eBay, even if it has Velcro brand Velcro. You might not get caught, but it's one of those things that if Velcro found you, they can give you a Vero or Vero or however you want to say it, a spank. Mama with a camera, what's going on? Lori, hello.
Hey, Lori.
eBay can't make their buyers pay. They definitely can't protect us from Veros. It's just, it's like the whole like taxes, right? The government's here, like, we know how much you got to pay, and if you pay the wrong amount, we're gonna make you pay the right amount, or you're gonna get in trouble. Okay, government, then can you just tell me how much I owe so I get it right? No. You got to go do all that work and figure it out so that we know how much you got to pay. But we know how much you got to pay. Mimi says, I used the word ivory for a color and received a warning. Oh, because of like poaching and ivory? That's ridiculous. Natalie says, hey guys, I listen to your videos on my way to work. I say Cathy's emotional Instagram post. I saw Cathy's emotional Instagram post and wanted to tell her that I am so happy for her. You are doing great. Linda, I have used the word Velcro in the description, but not allowed to add an... Oh, did I read that again? I accidentally clicked that twice. Liz says Rolo shipping labels are BPA free. So I guess BPA is the concern. So I guess, yeah, try to find some BPA free stuff. Some thermal paper has BPA. I was curious, so I went to the brand source I use. They say their labels are BPA free. I'm sure it depends on the brand. Basically, all sellers who ship more than 4 items a day are screwed. I just printed like all of our new labels for our box Although I need to see if these are should I just see
What?
if our labels are BPA free? Can we sue like Walmart and King Supers for giving us BPA receipts? Shipping labels. According to the Amazon listing, we buy our labels. They do say they are BPA free. So, great. Jen thrifts. How I was just joking that she's folding her receipts for the BPA stuff, which is causing more transfer than just throwing it. So she said, great. Everything nowadays can give you some sort of cancer. Either live life or live scared. Call Velcro, hook, and loop instead. Exactly. You keep saying the V word. As a reseller, I'm dying inside. The V word. All right, we'll keep it clean in here. No more. Q, you just said it again. You can use it if you could prove it's Velcro branded, but really not worth it to be used as a word. I feel like it's like one of those things. Like it's not worth it because I feel like they probably just do like a blanket search, right? Like they'll just search eBay randomly or whenever for the word Velcro, and they'll pull up listings, and they probably don't do the research to see if you're using it properly or not, and then they'll just send everybody on the list a Vero. And then you have to go and prove your innocence, right? So yeah, it's just better to not. Just avoid it altogether. Junk Monkey, what's going on, Rob?
Hello.
Jen says they caught Velcro in my description and pulled mine once. I'm afraid to even type it here in the chat. Yeah, your phone or your computer might autocorrect some on accident. Funny thing about calling it hook and loop is no one but resellers know that terminology. So if someone is searching for Velcro shoes for their kids, they wouldn't find it. Yeah. Could always go to the post office and get them to print labels there. The
Don't get cancer.
Right. So it's like drive your car that has all these emissions to the. It's just it's.
The world is a funny place.
Yeah. The IRS makes it too much on penalty costs when people do it wrong. Yeah. Pockets and Stitches says, I had a Polaroid photo taken down. There are currently 13,000 plus listed. Because of the word Polaroid? Or... Yeah, is Polaroid a Vero? Because I can imagine that Polaroid is the brand, right? Polaroid the brand. So are they the only ones to make those kinds of like instant exposure photos? What would you call that? Polaroid is a Vero. So true. IRS is coming out with its own software, TurboTax, and the others are upset. Actually, I heard that TurboTax just had to pay a bunch of people because they were charging people to file taxes who could have filed it for free. But I thought that was the whole point of TurboTax. like they provide a service to make it easier and make sure you're dotting all your I's and T's and all that stuff. And then it seems like, yeah, they just got in trouble for charging people for that. But we might I mean, I've used TurboTax like for 15 years now, maybe even longer.
All right, are we assuming, based on my measurement, that these sandals are a women's size 5.5 to 6.5?
So they're 9.5 inches long.
9.5 inches. This is the size chart. Come on, it's not that big.
You got to pay $45 for that chart.
Ladies, sandal length 9.5 inches would be like a 5.5 to 6.5. Let me see if I have another shoe that's that size.
Rob just misspells Velcro to VELLCROW. Velcro. You're right about hook and loop, though. Never even knew until I started selling clothes. I will say I've known about hook and loop only because when I was working in a cabinet shop, like a lot of the sanding discs for like orbital sanders, they come with hook and loop. And, you know, my boss gave me the speech about how Velcro is the brand, like tissue or Kleenex is a brand of tissue. And, you know, so I had heard about it a long time ago, but not because of like I was going to get in trouble for saying Velcro, but because my boss was like, well, actually, that's not the real word. So, did you find another shoe?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
So what, 8.5 you said? Or 5.5?
I mean, it was about the size of a women's 6. This is saying 5.5 to 6.5. That makes sense.
IRS has had its own software for years. It's like, does anybody really trust the IRS's software? I barely trust TurboTaxes. Anybody have a Vero list? Actually, eBay has a list. eBay listing, I buy mine from does not say BPA free. Ooh.
And this is tricky because these are rainbow sandals, the actual brand Rainbow, but also rainbow.
Rainbow sandals?
So it's like, yeah, like I don't know.
Good night, Liz. Okay, and thanks so much for hanging out. Yeah, we're safe, yeah. No BPA here. eBay has a Vero list available. It will take you days to read it. Yeah. Yep. It's almost like, as long as you know the big ones, like I guess Polaroid is kind of a big one. They're also like, just because it's on the Vero list doesn't necessarily mean you're not allowed to sell it either. Because I know like Harley Davidson has a Vero list or a Vero thing, but it like you're allowed to resell authentic Harley Davidson stuff. But the Vero is for, you know, fake stuff. And almost everything on the list has rules for like, in, you know, not authentic or not genuine stuff.
This would be wedge, right? Like,
yeah, Lori, we just learned about the Polaroid tonight. What's that?
You say that this is like a wedge and a platform?
What do you guys think? Is that a wedge and a platform? Sonny says, I don't do enough research on the policies. I should one day.
6-layer.
Platform, says Tommy. So Polaroid camera, yeah, but we had somebody say a Polaroid photo, which she also said that there was like 12,000 like active Polaroid photos. So, but then it got me wondering, are there similar products to Polaroid photos that are not Polaroid brand? It says Polaroid is a Vero. If you use hook and loop and someone searches using Velcro in their search, it shows it in your listing. Huh. Did you know that?
What?
Q is saying if you use hook and loop in your listing, but if somebody searches Velcro on eBay, it will pull up your listing. Anyone here called stuffed animals plush before reselling? I didn't, says Lori. Nope. Kodak made a knockoff of Polaroid, and there was a lot of aftermarket film. Okay. Wonder who checks the IRS's taxes. They do. That's the anyway. Nope, I say plush, and non-resellers look at me like, what? You mean stuffed animals? No, teddy bears. I'm visualizing someone applying a label using tongs. CSI. I have a pair of vintage roller derby skates without a size. Measures 9 inches, but I can't find a size chart for them. That could be tough. I know we had a hard time with ice skates. Luckily, whoever bought them, I think they even gave us a positive feedback. So we were like beating our head. What's this saying?
I hate when this doesn't say like leather, but like the Amazon says leather. But I bet you if I go to some other site, it might say not leather.
Hate it too. Hook and loop toggle. Now I'm most worried for the post office and their shipping companies dealing with tons of labels. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I feel like even though it's classified as all that, it's probably still very minimal. So Lori just confirmed. I just searched Velcro sneakers and it does come up with them with the hook and loop. Gonna visualize that every day now. Thanks for my future laughter. Tommy, you are the one with the most points. 2,000 plus. Dang, Tommy did break 2,000. Someday they'll be able to do something with it. Guys, life is so busy.
Does it ever end?
Does it ever end?
It's just like we always say it, but it's like how everyone is. It's not like we're it's just like.
What shoes are 5.5? Lori's asking. Those were your rainbows, right?
Rainbow flip flops. They're like super. You want to be about a foot taller.
Want some rainbow bright? That reminds me of Rainbow Bright. I was curious one day, tried searching, so found out by curiosity. That's awesome. Oh. Lori said, never mind. Polaroid's a Vero. Let me try to see. Let's see what eBay actually says about it. See if I can find all this. Help and contact. Vero list. Let's see. Verified rights owner policy. The Vero participant pages. Polaroid. P-O... I guess I'll just do a search. Am I spelling it right? A-R... I'm not seeing Polaroid on the list. Let's check Velcro. Velcro companies. Velcro Companies is a technology-driven global organization providing fastening solutions that solve problems in simple, elegant, and surprising ways for businesses and consumers around the world. They think very highly of themselves. We are the inventors and originators of the hook and loop closure, and we manufacture a wide range of solutions from standard hook and loop closures to complete finished products for customers in the transportation, medical, construction, personal care, consumer industries. We have a heritage of innovation spanning more than 50 years, and our own over 400 active patents and over 200 trademarks, including the Velcro trademark, which is registered throughout the world. We also own several other worldwide registered trademarks, including Press Lock, One Wrap, There is Only One, Amazing Connections, Velcoin, and Velstrap. These are all apparently Velcro trademarks.
What is field hockey? I mean, I thought these
Field
were
hockey?
golf shoes. I've
Like
never heard of this
lacrosse?
brand. I just thought these were golf shoes.
Lacrosse shoes?
I'd say they're field hockey, and that's what field hockey is, lacrosse.
I guess those are hockey sticks. I've never seen field hockey. At Velcro Companies, we are proud that Velcro brand products have become part of everyday life, but that ubiquity sometimes produces confusion. The Velcro trademark should be used only when referring to genuine Velcro brand fasteners. Non-Velcro brand products should be identified with their functional terms, such as hook and loop, self-adhesive straps, and so forth. The proper use of Velcro trademark assists us in safeguarding the integrity of the Velcro brand and helps to protect consumers. Protect consumers from products that are incorrectly sold as Velcro. Yeah. So you're basically, according to this, only allowed to use Velcro if it is a genuine Velcro branded item. Sold Polaroid cameras, no issues. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's not a Vero or Vero. Vero. VRO. How is that said? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Platform. Oh, those rainbows.
Should
I
I put these as men 7 or women 8.5? Who's more likely to play field hockey?
Well, go look at the pictures. Was there more men or more women?
I don't know.
I see more women.
Yeah.
Is field hockey a... I don't see any men.
This guy maybe.
Is field hockey...
There's a bunch of dudes.
Field hockey in the U.S. is almost entirely a women's game, according to the IHSA, though it didn't start off that way. So I would put it as women's.
I'm one item short.
Pockets and stitches. Did they give you a Vero, like an official Vero? Here's another thing. Like, some people will message you and say, like, hey, take that down or I'm going to Vero you. And they're just competition trying to scam you out. But if you got an official Vero, I might look into it because there's no Polaroid on the Vero list. And to my knowledge, they should be part of the list if they're trying to make that claim. Does Polaroid is there a bigger like parent company to Polaroid? I struggle with those kinds of shoes too, Cathy. I agree. They look like a wedge and a platform. Kodak has a version of the instant photo, which was a knockoff of Polaroid. There was a big legal battle over it. All right. You've already got those listed. Oh, they're not listed yet. So classic rainbow wedge flip-flops. Remember when we had to use disposable cameras and wait several days to develop the photos? I think we might even still have some from our wedding. That's probably all like messed up. Yes, they've removed my listing and it wasn't X-rated like most of the 13. Maybe you should have had X-rated pockets and stitches. Maybe it wouldn't have got removed if it was X-rated like all the others. I don't know. That's crazy. It's weird. Adobe got me once and removed the listing after it sold. That's what happened with Allbirds. Didn't they Vero you for a sold listing? Yeah. Was able to keep the funds. Just got lucky. My one request for eBay is for them to improve the incorporate Vero brands and no words for the item specifics. So we will be flagged in the listing process and change it before we list. No suspensions. You know what? I bet we should come up with because List Perfectly does have that word alert. We should probably try to come up with like a downloadable list to add in if you use List Perfectly. I wonder if List Perfectly might even have one. Does Poshmark also have a Vero list? I don't think it's called like a Vero, but can you use Velcro on Poshmark? Yeah. Velcro might get onto you, but again, eBay can't even figure out how to get buyers to pay, so not holding my breath for them to help us with not getting Veros. Right. Posh cannot. Mercari. Nope, Posh, not Mercari, enforce trademarks. Nor Mercari. So here is my Vero email. Your listing was reported by the rights owner below because you have used the term Polaroid. When listing this product, please do not use the term Polaroid in your title. I would be like, where does it say that I can't use the word Polaroid? I had a cassette tape taken down saying the picture was an inappropriate picture of a minor, like it had any idea how old the person on the cover was. A cassette tape? Was it Nirvana? Black Beauty's here. Oh. I didn't realize.
What? Oh, you're reading.
It would look like a, yeah.
Yeah,
boy. The sad thing is, it's not that all Veroed words are in the Vero list. See, that's, yeah, like, so why? I feel like if you're going to say, I am a verified rights owner, you have to be verified somehow, and there must be a list somewhere to show that you're verified, right? It's kind of implied in the name. Blind faith. Congratulations, Cathy. Love your Insta story picture today. You look very nice and confident. Thanks. Sun, Moon, and Karma.
Is that still up? I put it up last night.
Oh, it was Blind Faith?
Expired, yeah.
Am I going to get in trouble Googling this album cover?
Don't ask me.
I mean, it shows kind of nudity. Was it the censored part? Of course, they chose to say hi. Oh, sorry, I should read more before I click. Didn't the baby on the Nirvana cover actually sue his parents for that picture? I think so. I think I heard something about that. And the Nirvana album will be removed for the same reason. Yeah. See, when I Google the Blind Faith cover, like, there are images that come up and it does show nudity. And then there's some that are like, you know, covering. But
Okay.
y'all done?
This will be 19, I guess. I thought I photographed 20, but I guess I photographed 19. So
You gonna hurry
done
up?
because I don't feel like. So I guess tomorrow I'm doing 21.
The Nirvana baby sued his parents for them using his picture as a baby? Huh? What? I know, right? Well, did they like use him and then keep all the money, or did they like save him any money for it? It was kind of against his will. Is that good either way? It can be an interesting.
Well, apparently these
battle.
field hockey sticks are some of them not too bad.
Those look like candy
These,
canes.
Like, so Bolo Dita.
Dita? D-I-T-A?
But the shoes, there's like none sold or really like listed or
Bolo field hockey sticks.
like not shoes.
Apparently it's a 15-year-old girl. It was original uncensored cover. You have to be careful with ephemera for the same reason, baby photos, etc. Yeah, I get that. The lawsuit was dismissed for Nirvana. I bet that kid is all popular now. Like, do you think it was like a, what is that called? What is it called when you like do something just for just to try to get in the news again? Publicity stunt. Do you think it was like a publicity stunt? Because it's like, if I was the child, there's nobody in the world that would know it was you, right? It's not like he was credited. Maybe he was. I don't know. I guess I just don't know enough to talk about it. But if it was me and I was the baby and nobody knew I was the baby and there was no money to win, it's like, what's the point of doing this whole thing unless it's a PR stunt? Yeah, PR stunt. What's there to gain other than publicity, right?
Right now, I gotta calculate how much dollars I listed.
Do you need me to help?
No.
Q says, I'm in the music industry. And somehow I didn't know about that one, so my account was a ding for what I feel is the worst offense. It literally said child corn. I felt so bad, I cried. It's like, how are you? I mean, I had never heard about that. I had a DVD TV show that had a suggestive cover, so I blurred that part of the photo and it went through okay. May have been luck. Cha-ching, buyer just paid for an Eastern Airlines model. $146 total. Nice, Lori.
Amazing. Sorry, I'm calculating something.
She's focused. It's okay, Q. I have one counterfeit ding on my account for a Coach wallet that was my own, and I bought it at the Coach store myself. Couldn't argue it at all. Ugh. It's the worst. He wanted everyone to know it was him for sure, trying to use it for fame. Right. I mean, like, what else would you get out of it, right? Just greed. All the frivolous lawsuits handing out money like it was candy. He probably thought he could just pay him to go. They could just pay him to go away. But he was suing his parents. It's like, okay, I have a relatively good idea of how much my parents are worth, right? I guess, are his parents loaded? I don't know.
Okay.
The lawsuit suggests he suffered a loss of enjoyment of life and that his privacy was violated. But it could be pointed out that he previously acted in ways to continue to cement his own connection to the band. He recreated the cover to honor the album's past anniversaries. As an adult, probably. I don't want to click that link. His parents were reportedly paid $250 for the photo shoot. I'm suing you for $250, Mom and Dad. I don't know. It just seems weird. He was suing Nirvana? When did he sue him? I thought this was fairly recent. Was he like suing like Kurt Cobain's estate or something? It seems like a PR stunt. I mean, it's gotta be anyway. It worked because we're talking about it, right? I don't know, all them Gerber babies having their pictures taken without their consent. They do money from all their parents now. When we were growing up, we didn't even think twice about those things, right? It's because we have integrity. From the outside, it looks like cheating, and it wasn't.
I have 1,750 active now. Exactly.
1,750.
Oh, this one's about to be list. So I guess 1,749. So if I would have done my 20, then I would have 1,750.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Lori says, my father-in-law gave me a box full of Eastern Airlines memorabilia. Most of it is new old stock, even single-stitch new shirts. That's cool. So he used to work for the company or something? He was suing Nirvana. He filed it at least once, and a federal judge dismissed it last September. Yeah. Well, I mean, from what I read, like it seemed like he was all for it and trying to use it to better himself until he thought that he could get money from Nirvana or something. Especially if he's out there recreating the photo shoot. He seeks a civil remedy of $150,000 US. On the 30th anniversary. Q says, I would have to do one more, Cathy. That would bug me.
It's bugging me. I'm just like tired. Do I really want to? All these.
I think here's what I think. I think Cathy saying no to that one is personal growth, and I am proud of you.
I mean, it's bugging me in my head though, so.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Now, if you go and list one more, I will still be proud of you. But I'm going to judge you.
I still have to do it. It's not like I'm going to let it go for the week. I can let it go for today.
And here's why. And Q, I'm sure you're the same way, right? I know you guys are like workaholics together. Cathy, in the past, could not say no. And one more would turn into 10 more. And then, I think it's good to limit yourself.
I gotta put my screenshot video of my 19 in my story. That's what I do.
Having some self-grace is good.
Okay.
Yes, he worked for Eastern for years. Was one of the last 150 employees. He's in his 70s, and still has so much Eastern stuff it's crazy. That is kind of crazy. It's cool. Sad my best sale today was a broken toy. Come on, eBay. Kelly says, congrats, Cathy. I'm coming up in 1,500. Nice, Kelly. Vibe on Cathy. Do one more. Do one more. You'll sleep better if you do one more.
There's 3 shoes I have behind me. They all, like, I'd have to get hair out of them and stuff. I just don't want to do that right now.
Yep, that's how I am. Just couldn't. So, Q, I'll say to you, it's okay if you don't do one more. It's okay
if you don't hit 1,000.
It's okay if you do one more.
Or tomorrow.
But it's also okay if you don't do one more. He can no longer refile the suit, but plans to appeal the last dismissal. Finished my work, so I got to go to bed. 12:17 a.m. in South Georgia, and I'm old. So glad I got to hang out with y'all tonight. Jen, thank you so much for hanging out. We're here every Thursday if you want to hang out again. I know it's late, though, and I don't blame you. And it's not because you're old, right? That's late. I mean, I'm going to stay up and play some video games still.
I'm going to go to sleep or read a book or something.
Cue with the peer pressure. Cathy, if it makes you feel better, I haven't listed anything today. Does that make you feel better?
No.
No way, I will not go to sleep right until I see 1K. Okay, look, I understand your situation. You're hitting that 1K. That's yeah, get it done, right? Game went to 3rd overtime? My goodness. Rob had negative sales today. 3 BS returns from low feedback buyers for low price items. And it's always the low price items, right? It always is the ones that ruin the day. Guys, I think that's going to do it for today. Cathy's over there looking at houses now.
That has been up the whole time. I'm printing my labels now.
But yeah,
I can't just sit and do nothing.
It is 10:20 here. She's got her listings up, except for that one, but that's okay. It's okay. But yeah, we're gonna head out. We're gonna be looking at houses again tomorrow.
One, maybe more.
One, maybe more.
I really just want to make an offer and be
done with it. We're trying to like knock this out because the kids' summer starts like next week is the last week of school for our kids, and I can't imagine trying to house hunt with them tagging along. Not just because of they're kids, and I don't want to do that to them. I don't want to do that to us.
I'm worried about like most of the houses we've seen, people are still occupying, and they like to touch everything.
Also, like they're young enough but old enough to be in that weird, like they think that every house we go to is going to be the house, right? And then I don't want to keep. That's a lot of emotional. What would you call it? Emotional dysregulation. I guess it's going to be dysregulating enough for them to be moving and all that. They have lived their whole lives in this house, so we're going to try to keep that to a minimum. But Let's see. Lori says this week is nuts for us. Sandwich in between 5-day trip to Ninja Regionals. It's the last week of school. Dance recital this weekend. Listing is hard to come by. Lori,
I don't know.
it is okay. It's okay.
I don't know how I've maintained my goals so far.
Emotional damage. I need to have that as a soundboard button. Emotional damage. I don't want to emotionally damage our children any more than I have to. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for all the amazing support. We do appreciate you very much, especially through this time when we're not putting videos out much.
Yeah.
And we do appreciate the hanging out with us when we're not. It really does mean a lot. So we're just hoping once we're settled in the new house, things are gonna kick back up.
Yep.
So life, you better stop kicking our butt. We gotta get to work. Thanks again, guys. Sorry Reese's camera died. He's been in his bed all night. He just got up. Oh, he's ready to eat. He was sleeping hard. We'll be back next week. Maybe with some big news. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully.
I mean, I'm
Hopefully.
sure if we bought a house, I would put it on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never for sure till you close anyways, you know?
But, we did have, some comments like, hey, you should bring us along on the house hunt. And I think it'd be fun, but, I think just for personal, private reasons, like, we're going to keep it pretty private. I think you all can understand. But yeah. Good night. Good night.
Way to make it weird.
I know. I think you understand.
I mean, like,
none of them want their address out in the world.
Not our address, but like when we are in the house, we're gonna make videos.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it's fairly easy to, like, Cathy was like, "Oh, should we try to show pictures?"
Yeah, like even if we showed you some of the pictures of the house,
you could just do an image search and you'd find out the house right away. So, yeah, we need a little privacy in our life. YouTubers wanting privacy. What is this? We're just gonna trick you. We're not even really gonna move. We're gonna stay here in this house the whole time.
You're gonna
we're gonna switch the sides of the room so it looks completely different. Or I'll mirror the cameras. Yeah, everyone understands. And it's not like, we need privacy. We have lives. And on that, we're going to get to our life. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Have a good one. We'll see you next week. We'll for sure at least have a weekend what sold. If you sold anything, I guess.
So far for tomorrow, I've sold 5. I sold like 14 today, but the last 2 days before that, I only sold like 8 total. So that's reselling for you.
I guess I should be listing some stuff. You don't have to justify needing price. I know we don't. But as far as like why we're not like sharing the process, because like trust me, I think it'd be fun and all that, but yeah, it just makes more sense for us to be a little bit more private. And good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Say, Reese, say bye. Come here. Let's say bye. Oh, say bye. Oh, he goes. Oh.
He's excited for his new house.
He doesn't know.
He'll be excited.
See ya.